Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today is New Year's Eve. Wow, I can't speak. And we have a three-game slate here for college bowl games. We get starting at 12 o'clock the Armed Forces Bowl between 24th ranked Tulsa and Mississippi State. We have the Arizona Bowl starting at 2 o'clock between Ball State and 22nd ranked San Jose State. And then at 4 o'clock, we get the Liberty Bowl between West Virginia and Army. So we have three games starting at 12. So we have a nice day of games here. Let's get started here with Mississippi State taking on Tulsa here in the Armed Forces Bowl. Tulsa coming into this game 6-2, 6-1 in American Conference play. Their only loss in American Conference play was to eighth-ranked Cincinnati in the title game. Then they also lost to Oklahoma State in a non-conference game. Their wins, they did get some decent wins against UCF, and they beat Tulane, SMU, Navy, South Florida, and then East Carolina. Mississippi State, though, coming into this 3-7. A 3-7 team made a bowl. I don't trust them at all. Their only wins were against LSU in a rebuilding year, Mizzou, and Vandy, which everyone beats Vandy. Their losses were to some legitimate opponents, though: Auburn, Ole Miss, Kentucky, and then the three big ones: Texas A&M, Georgia, and Alabama. So this should be an interesting game. It is a 1.5 point spread, and honestly, I feel like it should have been more, and that's what my model is also telling me. We have Tulsa winning this by 5.4 points, so we're going to be taking Tulsa with the -1.5 here in the Armed Forces Bowl. Next, we get Ball State taking on San Jose State, and this should be a good game as well. 9.5 point spread, -370 for San Jose State, +300 for Ball State. Both these guys are motivated. Both these teams are going to be motivated to be here. Ball State coming in 6-1. Their only loss was in Week 1 to Miami of Ohio. After that, they had wins against Eastern Michigan, Northern Illinois, Toledo, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, and they won the MAC conference title against Buffalo. San Jose State coming in 7-0, winning the Mountain West this year with the Mountain West championship victory over Boise State. They also had wins against Nevada, Hawaii, UNLV, San Diego State, New Mexico, and Air Force. The competition of these two teams, they didn't have that high of competition for quality of competition, but it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams match up tomorrow. My model has San Jose State winning by 5.4 points, which means we're going to be taking Ball State here and taking those 4.1 points of value on that line and betting Ball State tomorrow at 2 o'clock for the Arizona Bowl. And finally, we have the Liberty Bowl at 4 o'clock. We have West Virginia taking on Army. West Virginia enters this game 5-4 on the season, 4-4 in Big 12 play. Their wins are against Eastern Kentucky, Baylor, Kansas, TCU, and Kansas State. And then their losses were against teams like Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, Texas, and Iowa State. So they lost to some decent competition as well, plus the Big 12 does create some good competition. On the other hand, Army coming into this 9-2, they were independent this year. So their wins are not against great competition, to say the least. Air Force, Navy, Georgia Southern, Mercer, UTSA, Citadel, Louisiana Monroe, Middle Tennessee. The only advantage there, and then their losses against Tulane and Cincinnati. Their only real advantages in this game is they've been playing more recently. They've been playing, this will be, I think, they've played 3 out of the last 4 weeks. And West Virginia has had a couple games canceled, and they may come on rusty here. But which is actually leaning me towards the Black Knights here of Army. We're going to be taking them plus 6.5. The line my model gives me is West Virginia winning by 2.5 points. So we're going to be taking those 4 points of value on that line, and we'll be betting Army tomorrow against West Virginia. So to recap, tomorrow we have Tulsa minus 1.5 in the Armed Forces Bowl. We have in the Arizona Bowl, Ball State covering a 9.5 point spread against San Jose State. And then we have Army covering a 6.5 point spread against West Virginia tomorrow. That is going to just about do it for this video. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe down below and turn on post notifications so you guys are notified every single time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. We have daily content on this channel for sports betting covering a number of sports from the NFL to college basketball, college football, UFC, esports, NBA, WNBA, NHL, MLB. So we're going to have tons of content. We're coming out with daily content, and we're hoping to have a really good 2021. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let's cash some tickets tomorrow in college football, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.